So we goofed off a little bit and decided to just kind of kayak around and enjoy the lake, take a break off, and have fun with the family.
Wait.
Ew.
I'm all better now.
Jade decided that she no longer loved us, so we marooned her on an island. Farewell, Jade. I loved you dearly. I birthed you and abandoned you at 9.
And now we set you free.
Scott's handiwork on the teak. It just needs to be sanded, and he's in the process of cutting the last and final piece. How do you feel about it?
I love it.
The old teak on top of the new teak. He went a little overkill with the thickness, but more is better, right? And he got the whole thing at a really cheap price. So why not just get cheap, thick teak when you can? Gosh, it's so close to being done.
So I have been working on boat parts and pieces, and this is the top of a sliding hatch. The problem I was having with this is it's laminated wood held together with probably an epoxy, but a gap had started forming across here that I'd had trouble filling. I'd bought a product from West Marine that claimed to have been stainable and sandable and various other wondrous claims that failed to live up to its expectations, especially when varnished, it peeled off and never matched colors. So I did a little reading in an old book I had and discovered that the old way of doing it was simple sawdust and glue. Another problem I had on this piece was a large chunk missing from a latch. You can see there that was all missing. And so I had the idea of pouring a little of this powder into a pile here on the counter and dropping a couple of dabs of glue into it, playing with it until I had a Play-Doh consistency. I squirted some glue on the missing part and put my Play-Doh consistent putty teak thing in there and molded it into a shape, let it sit overnight, and it seems to be working. So this is the acid test. We're going to sand it. Feels pretty smooth. I do have slight color variation, so next time I might try a little more of the wood, a little less of the glue. But as far as strength and smoothness, I have to say it worked pretty good.
This is my husband's bung factory. And he's making his bungs for the door ad boxes. Filling it in with the teak dust and glue method, so we can sand it down later and stain it. And they'll be gorgeous.
Gorgeous, darling.
Gorgeous.
If I can get it to stick in there. It'll grab and just push lightly. And make sure it stays flat.
It's moving.
Yes, I do. We're getting there.
Stain, varnish, everything.
I like the bunghole carnage.
Oh,
Bungs.